Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours and upstream 4 km in 2 hours. Find her speed of rowing in still water and speed of the current. We will consider her speed in still water is equal to x km per hour and speed of the current y km per hour. We write, let Ritu's speed in still water is equal to x km per hour and her speed and speed of the current is equal to y km per hour. We consider Ritu's speed in still water is equal to x km per hour and speed of the current y km per hour. Therefore, in upstream, her speed will be x minus y kilometer per hour, and in downstream her speed is equal to x plus y kilometer per hour. You see, in upstream her speed will be reduced and in downstream it will be increased, because in upstream she has to move in the opposite direction of flowing of water, and in downstream stream will help her to move. Therefore, in downstream speed will be increased and in upstream it will be reduced. Now we have the formula speed equal to distance upon time. In downstream, in upstream, her speed is x minus y kilometer per hour and she row 4 kilometer in 2 hours. So speed equal to distance upon time. We will get from here x minus y is equal to 2. And in downstream, her speed is x plus y kilometer per hour and she moved 20 kilometers in 2 hours. That will be 10. So x plus y is equal to 10. This is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. These two equations we solve by elimination method. X minus y is 2 and x plus y is 10. We add the two equations. Y will cancel out, x and x will be 2x is equal to 12, then x is 6 kilometer per hour. This value of x we put here. This will be x minus y is equal to 2. X we put 6. 6 minus y is equal to 2. So y we will get 6 minus 2, that is 4 kilometer per hour. Therefore, her speed in still water is equal to 6 km per hour and speed of current is 4 km per hour. So at last the answer can be given as, therefore Ritu's speed in still water is equal to 6 km per hour and speed of the current is equal to 4 kilometer per hour. Thank you. The question is, 2 women and 5 men can finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish in 3 days. Then we have to find the time taken by 1 woman alone and by 1 man alone to finish the work. We will consider, let 1 woman alone can finish the work in X days and 1 man alone can finish the work in Y days. We write, let 1 woman alone can finish the work in X days and 1 man alone can finish the same work in Y days. 1 woman alone can finish the work in X days and 1 man alone can finish the same work in Y days. Therefore, 1 upon xth part of the work can be finished by 1 woman in 1 day. One upon xth part of the work can be finished by 1 woman in 1 day and 1 upon yth part of the work can be finished by 1 man in 1 day. Now, you see, if 1 woman can finish 1 upon xth part of the work in 1 day, then 2 women can finish 2 by x part of the work in 1 day. And 5 men and 1 man can finish 1 upon yth part of the work in 1 day. Therefore, 5 men can finish 5 by yth part of the work in 1 day. So this is the part finished. This is the part of the work finished by 2 women in 1 day, and this is the part of the work can be finished by 5 men in 1 day. This is the total part 2 women and 5 men can finish in 1 day. You see, in 4 days, complete work is finished, so we multiply it by 4. This will be the complete work, that is 1 work. This one is for the complete work. In the same way, 3 women can finish 3 by x part of the work and 6 men can finish 6 by yth part of the work. This is the work can be finished by 3 women and 6 men in 1 day. Multiplied by 3, this is the part of the work finished by 3 women and 6 men in 3 days. That is the complete work. So we write here 1 for the complete work. Okay, from here we will get equation 1, and from here we will get equation 2. To convert this to the linear equations, 1 upon x we put as p and 1 upon y we put as Q. Then it will be 8P plus 20Q is equal to 1 and 9P plus 18Q is equal to 1. You see, this 4 we multiply to this 2, 4 2s are 8 and 4 5s are 20. Here 3 3s are 9 and 3 6 are 18. Now you see, these equations we solve by cross multiplication method. So this 1 we shift there, it is minus 1 equal to 0, and this one also we shift there, it is minus 1 equal to 0. Now we compare these equations with a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. We will get a1 is 8, a2 is 9, b1 we get 20 and b2 we get 18. c1 we will get minus 1 and c2 also we will get minus 1. Now the formula of cross multiplication method is x upon b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to y upon c1 a2 minus c2 a1 is equal to 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. This is the formula of cross multiplication method. X upon b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to y upon c1 a2 minus c2 a1 is equal to 1 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b1. We place these values here. It will be x upon b1 c2. b1 is 20, c2 is minus 1, so it will be minus 20. Minus b2 c1. b2 is 18, c1 is minus 1, so it is minus 18, that will be plus 18, is equal to y upon c1 a2. c1 is minus 1 and a2 is 9, so it is minus 9. Minus c2 a1, c2 is minus 1 and a1 is 8, so it will be plus 8. 1 upon a1 b2. a1 is 8, b2 is 18. 8 into 18 minus a2 b1. a2 is 9 and b1 is 20, so it is 9 into 20. It will be x upon minus 2 is equal to y upon minus 1 is equal to 1 upon 144 minus 180. And x and y are here, P and Q. So except x and y, we place P and Q. It is P upon minus 2 is equal to Q upon minus 1 is equal to 1 upon 180 minus 144, 36. Then P we will get minus 2 by minus 36 and Q we will get minus 1 upon minus 36. Then P is equal to 1 upon 18 and Q is equal to 1 by 36. What is P? P was 1 upon X. And what is Q? Q was 1 upon Y. So X we will get 18 days and Y we will get 36 days. Therefore, one woman alone can finish the work in 18 days and one man alone can finish the same work in 36 days. The final answer can be written as, therefore, one woman alone can finish the work in 18 days and one man alone can finish the same work in 36 days. Thank you. The question is, Ruhi traveled 30 kilometers to her home partly by train and partly by bus. She take 4 hours if she travel 60 kilometers by train and remaining by bus. If she travel 100 kilometers by train and remaining by bus, she takes 10 minutes longer. Find the speed of the train and that of the bus. We will write, let speed of the train is equal to x kilometer per hour and speed of the bus y kilometer per hour. We write, let speed of the train is equal to x kilometer per hour and speed of the bus is equal to y kilometer per hour. Okay, now it is given that she traveled 60 kilometer by train and remaining by bus. So 60 kilometer by train. You see, speed of the train is equal to x kilometer per hour. She travels 60 kilometer distance and we will consider that she required T1 hours to travel this distance. Therefore, from here we will get T1 as 60 upon x. We consider this as equation number 1. Now, total distance she has to travel is 300 kilometer. And she finished 60 kilometer by train, then 300 minus 60, that is 240 kilometer she will travel by bus. Speed of the bus is y kilometer per hour and distance Ruhi travel with bus 240 kilometer, and we will consider that she required T2 hours to cover this distance. Therefore, from here we will get T2 is 240 by y. This will be equation number 2. Now you see T1 plus T2. This is the total time she required during the journey. T1 is 60 by x and T2 is 240 by y. And it is given that she required 4 hours for this journey. So it is only 4. You see, this also not a linear equation. 1 upon x we put as p and 1 upon y we put as q to convert it into the linear equation. Then 1 upon x we put p and 1 upon y we put q. It will be 60p plus 240 q is equal to 4, equation number 1. Now, second part of the question says that if she travel 100 kilometer by train and remaining by bus, so remaining will be 200 kilometer. You see, we apply speed equal to distance upon time. This is the second case. This is the first case and this is the second case. You see, we apply the formula speed equal to distance upon time. In second case, speed of the train is same, x kilometer per hour. She traveled 100 kilometer distance and she required T3 hours time we considered. For traveling with bus, speed of the bus is y kilometer per hour. She traveled 200 kilometer distance, that is remaining distance by bus, and we consider that she required 4 hours for this journey. Now from here T3 we will get 100 by x and T4 we get 200 by y. Now T3 plus T4 is the total time during this journey. In second case, that will be 4 hours longer. You see, if she travels 60 km by train and 240 km by bus, she required 4 hours. If she travel 100 km by train and 200 km by bus, she required 4 hours longer. That is, 10 minutes longer. Initially, in that case, the time required was 4 hours and now 10 minutes longer. So 4 hours plus 10 minutes. You see, this 10 minutes we convert into hours by dividing it by 60. T3 is here 100 by x plus T4 is here 200 by y is equal to, this 0 we cancel, it is 1 upon 6, 25 by 6. You see, here also we substitute this same value, 1 upon x as p and 1 upon y as q. So it will be 100p plus 200q is equal to 25 by 6. You see, this equation we divide by 4. By 2 it will be 30 and by 4 it is 15p plus, if we divide it by 4, then 60q is equal to 1. Except this we consider equation number 1. This we divide by 25. 25 4s are 100 plus 25 8s are 200 is equal to, it will be 1 by 6. 6 we cross multiply here, it is 24p plus 48q is equal to 1. This will be equation number 2. Now these two equations we solve by any method we have just now discussed. Better we use the cross multiplication method. You see, if we want to use the cross multiplication method, we apply the formula x upon b1c2 minus b2c1 is equal to y upon c1a2 minus c2a1 is equal to 1 upon a1b2 minus a2b1. It is x upon, you see, b1c2. Here this is a1, this is b1 and this is c1, and here this is a2, this is b2 and this one is c2. So b1 c2, b1 is 60 and c2 is minus 1. b1 is 60 and c2 is minus 1, so it is minus 60. Minus b2 c1, b2 is 48 and c1 is minus 1, so it will be plus 48 is equal to y upon c1 is minus 1, a2 is 24, so it is minus 24 minus c2a1, c2 is minus 1 and a1 is 15, so it will be plus 50 is equal to 1 upon a1 b2. a1 is 15 and b2 is 48. It is 15 into 48 minus a2 b1. a2 is 24 and b1 is 60. It is 24 into 60. It is x upon minus 60 plus 48 will be minus 12. and minus 24 plus 15 is minus 9, and this will be, just multiply. We multiply 15 into 48. 15 into 48 is 720, and 24 into 60 we multiply, we will get 1440. Now you see, it will be x upon minus 12 is equal to y upon minus 9 is equal to 1 upon from 720, 1440 we subtract, we will get minus 720. And x we will get minus 12 by minus 720, and y we will get minus 9 by minus 720. So x is, you see, this minus we cancel, and by 12, 720 we cancel, 60 we get, and here also minus we cancel, and by 9, 72 we cancel, this will be 1 upon 80. So what was x? X was, these are the values of P and Q, because the equations what we have taken was in P and Q. So the formula also, in formula also we put P and Q only. So P we will get 1 upon 60 and Q 1 upon 80, and P was 1 upon X and Q was 1 upon Y. So X we will get 60 kilometer per hour, and Y we will get 80 kilometer per hour. Okay, what these are? This is the speed of train and this is the speed of bus. So what we write at last? We write the final answer. The final answer will be, therefore, speed of the train is equal to 60 kilometer per hour, and speed of the bus is equal to 80 kilometer per hour.